Welcome back, I'm Tedward, and today, thanks to Garage 42 and Team Champagne Ninjas, do I have a treat for you. This is a 1999 Chevy Suburban 2500, a GMT 400. But unlike the 2500 Suburban we drove before with a measly 454 cubic inch engine, this is outfitted with a 9.9 liter Lingenfelter V8 making 550 horsepower and 750 pound-feet of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, a claimed 4.6 seconds to 60. I want to say that again, a 1999 Suburban that can do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. This is the Suburban of my dreams. And I'm stationed out here because I'm going to need a little room for it to run. The total production run is still a little unclear, but we believe there's only 8 or 9 of these in existence, and for good reason. It would more than double the price of the Suburban to tick this option and send it to John Lingenfelter. But why does this exist? Of course, we've got hot rodders who want faster things that could maybe tow more or just simply have a fun Suburban that goes fast. But the real reason this exists is because the Saudis wanted something that could be bulletproof, add a ton of weight, and still go fast. So they sent them to John Lingenfelter, who equipped it with a marine duty 9.9 liter block. So enough beating around the bush. We got to open this hood and start it up because it is so good. This thing is no joke. This is the ultimate hold my beer hood opening experience because there's not a soul who will look under the hood into this and think that's normal. I've seen that before. If the big red block wasn't enough, you've got Lingenfelter Performance Engineering written on top, this massive intake, and the intake runners for this were made by Mercury Marine. So it's pretty serious business. But one of the other beautiful things about this particular truck is that it has all been essentially restored and refined by AI Design down in Tuckahoe, New York. They do a lot of the Team Champagne Ninjas cars and they manage the fleet. And when I first saw this Suburban a couple years ago, it was a total wreck. I had heard about it, it came in, I saw the engine, but I thought, oh, they're gonna swap this engine into a nicer example. No, no, no. They restored the whole truck and now it's pristine. It's incredible. Every square inch of this is like a brand new Suburban, the 3-row SUV to haul the family, and now you can do it at alarming rates of speed. But like any Team Champagne Ninjas cars, oh, listen to this thing. It's so good. It really does sound like I'm in a boat. It also has the sound system to match. Yes, that's the big old subwoofer from AI Design, and it is serious business. This is one of the most outrageous sound systems I have ever heard in any vehicle ever. The license plate Lingy tells you all you need to know about its performance. So, let's close it up and take it for a ride because the backstory is fantastic, but the best part about it is that it's actually fast. As we buckle up into this thing, these seats feel brand new. Look at this. Got the armrest here. That's really nice. It's a very comfortable cruiser. You sit so high up in this cabin, so if it looks like my eye line is up here instead of down here, it is. It's the way it is. We'll adjust these mirrors. See if they work. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. Got a 4-speed automatic. They put cameras everywhere. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't think I'm prepared for what I'm about to feel getting on to Route 2 right now. I don't think these guys are prepared for it. That's insane. I cannot believe the speed this is capable of. Feels like it maybe needs a little Italian tune-up. We just gotta run it in a little bit. It's been sitting there idling. I really thought that I had already driven like the nicest Suburban 2500. Somehow this is better. It looks comical watching this speedometer go up, and that's like partial throttle. That's not even full throttle. She's got more. She's got more. Braking wise, it's got brakes. It does have brakes, but it could use more. And I think the one, upgrade, if you can fit them, it's kind of tricky with these wheels, but if you could fit something a little more intense under there, it would go a long way in inspiring confidence, because this is going to do triple digit speeds much easier than your typical Suburban. This makes a 454 look like a Corolla. That's crazy. This thing has 83,000 miles on the clock. I'm glad it's getting a second life, because from what I've been told, this was sitting in basically a salvage yard and has then been restored, revamped, refreshed by AI design. This very easily could have just sat there forever and wasted away, and maybe no one would have ever found it. So I'm really grateful for Team Champagne Ninjas, because they're actually taking something that could have easily been abandoned and bringing it back to life. The whole truck is vibrating. It sounds like we're just docked right now. I cannot imagine how much fuel we're using. Oh. But the best part about these Suburbans is that they drive really well. This is so comfortable. I'm a little surprised that this transmission seemingly keeps up with it just fine. I'm reminded of the SL65 Black Series, which is also in the Team Champagne Ninjas collection, and that's now been Rentec tuned with 1,000 pound-feet of torque. And what's funny is that transmission feels very limiting. It feels like the car wants to do more, but it can't because of that transmission. And for whatever reason, in this, probably a much more rudimentary transmission, it seems to be keeping up better with this 9.9 liter marine duty engine than even Mercedes could do with their AMG Black Series. Go figure. Look at the seat. Look at the seat vibrating just from the idling engine. Okay, so Team Champagne Ninjas. So AI design, they've integrated really nice stuff. The sound system is incredible. You can change your subwoofer volume, your regular volume, all that good stuff right there. And then there's Sunglasses holders, a little cubby up here. That's all standard fare from Chevrolet, but it all works and is nice. But I'm just struck at how nicely this drives. I mean, obviously they've redone the suspension, they've dialed in this alignment. Like, it, dare I say, this like drives better than my Lexus GX, which is literally brand new from 2023. Yeah, I am sold. Absolutely sold. I don't know that the owner knew it was going to be this good. I think you get overwhelmed by the numbers. You're like, yeah, of course, give me this rare, fast Suburban. Turns out, it's really good. I 100% expected this to be messy, to be a lot of power, and to be hanging on for dear life and just kind of getting behind the car a little bit, which is dangerous. You don't want to be overpowering a chassis that doesn't call for it. And yet somehow this is all, it's all working. No one behind us, no one ahead of us. That was only about 70-75% throttle. She cooks, man. Absolutely cooks. I'm getting planted in my seat, like I'm getting pushed into the back of this chair. You know what I just realized? Let's get these windows up. Interior, it's not rattling, and I mean there's a little bit of movement. Try to hit some bumps. It's like hard to make it rattle. Like it has that hard plastic sound just because it's shifting and moving, but yeah, this is like brand new. It's probably better than brand new. Now, I'm probably one of the first people to put any real miles on this thing, and so far, very, very impressive. I mean, maybe it needs a little bit of tuning just to finesse some of what this engine is going through, but honestly, I'm really impressed that this basically came out of a junkyard, and it's probably just had like some basic maintenance done to it, and it just runs. It's incredible. I don't know that I've ever felt like I've been in more of a sleeper in my life. Driven lots of crazy things, you know, pre-merger AMGs with built 6 liters and all this stuff. This thing is just another level. There's almost 10 liters of naturally aspirated perfection. Something that's really great about these GMT 400s too is they have great visibility. Pretty thin A-pillars, loads of glass. The only thing that kind of obstructs is the barn door in the rear. You get that center that obstructs, but it's honestly not that bad. And that's why this has a camera. So kind of like a modern GM SUV, you got a camera there anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. I always prefer the mirror though. Seriously? All right, we gotta cool it. This thing's fast as hell. Why does it handle? Why does this handle? Why is this? This is such a getaway car. This is crazy. This is a heist car. This is like military technology that you wouldn't want to get out. Can you believe it? We made a GMT 400 do this? Oh. I'm like 95% sure that if you got pulled over in this from a jump like that, the cop might have to go check the calibration of his radar gun because he's not going to believe what he just saw. It wouldn't add up. How did he see this Suburban do that? No, officer. How could I have possibly been going 60 already? So I think I'm going to call it here on the Lingenfelter first impression video, but a lot of things are surprising here. First of which is it's actually fast. It's actually a fast vehicle. That the numbers actually add up to a driving experience that are completely mind-blowing. The other thing that I'm shocked about is how easy this is to drive, how uncompromised it is. Sometimes tuner cars have those abilities to post numbers, to post 0 to 60 times, and to flout records and things like that. But then driving them around is like an actual nightmare. They're not that enjoyable. This genuinely feels like it was just built by Chevrolet in the factory and happens to be the fastest SUV. I mean, this has to have been the fastest SUV at the time. I can't imagine it wasn't. I am blown away. Listen to this thing idle. Hi. I almost have to assume that people kind of know that this is a little different, that something's not quite right as this drives by. It sounds maniacal. So, I am going to go bring this thing back to Garage 42. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to respect the drive, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, that upshift hits.